Hello, everyone. Welcome to Secrets of Saltmarsh. This is one of our Greyhawk Patreon campaigns featuring adventures from Ghosts of Saltmarsh. Welcome, everybody. Shout out to our Patreons. All the lovely people that you see here on this screen are our Patreons. Some of our very wonderful supporters. All of our Patreons, all of their help make the one-shots, three-shots marathons that we run on this channel possible. Thank you so much for all your help. If you're interested for more information of what benefits you for becoming a Patreon, you can check out this link in chat. We also have a YouTube. We'll be adding our videos for this episode and all of the previous episodes on our YouTube. You can also find all of our other TTRPGs on there as well. If you would like to interact with this game, there are a couple of ways you can do so. You can redeem channel points for free to grant a blessing, which is an advantage die or a reroll to the player of your choice, including me. Or if you'd like to add an element of fate to the narrative, every $10 guarantees a draw from the deck of many things to the player of your choice. We're going to go ahead and jump right into it, and we're going to go around, reintroduce our characters, and tell you a little bit about who we are. And we are going to start off with Emma.
Hi, it's me, Emma, also known as Emma Panada. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter at Emma Panada. On Twitch, I run various TTRPGs because Stella got me addicted, and I couldn't co-opt her channel because that would be rude. And on Twitter, I largely just shitpost and troll my friends. So if you want any of that content, you can follow me. I'm also writing a TTRPG called All the Witches. So if you want updates on that, you can go to twitter.com/allthewitches_, where I periodically will post updates. I play Arlen Ruveloth, a cleric/warlock that is very much in over her head, but pretending like she can handle everything, because she's in far too deep on the lie of her being an experienced adventurer, and no one's called her on it ever.
I love that your web captioner just now wrote lie in all caps. I don't know why it did that, but that's hilarious.
It's magic.
Oh, it's magic. Okay, thank you so much. Next, we have GeekDice.
Hey, folks, I'm GeekDice. You can find me here, and probably only here. Today, once again, I'm playing KayBee, Kissimmee Brightbloom, a small Fey Finadiri wizard artificer, and a very old man, somebody new to adventure, but emboldened and made confident by his illustrious leader, Arlen. Together, we'll forge into the future.
Excellent. And why don't you give us a little reminder about some of your more mechanical and schmoll companions?
Yes. So I am accompanied by 3 friends. First, a tiny little dwarf owl that goes by the name Friend, a mechanical deer, a steel defender, artificer steel defender, mechanical deer that goes by the name of Poke. And then I also have a follower, a knight, a Kanku, thank you, who goes by the name of Quick.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Next, we have GodfatherWraith.
Hi, I'm GodfatherWraith, V_ESG. You can call me GodfatherWraith, GFW, pretty much anything you want, as long as it's not late for work.
Have you ever been late for work?
Yes, actually. And it's either I'm 15 minutes early or an hour late. Never anywhere in between.
Cool.
Anyway.
Sorry. You just say that every time, and I'm like,
I
know. Okay.
Yeah, no, I know. Troll me. It's fine. If it's not you, it's Emma's gonna do it. But
So who are you playing?
Yeah, I'm playing Garen, and he's the nondescript, simple person who is really good at making things dead.
It's true. Garen is very, very good at that.
Yeah.
And unlocking doors, because we need to remember.
Yes, when you remember and don't bash them down.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Next, we have Indigris.
Hi, I'm John. I go by Indigris on all the social media. And I play Pole of Ammonfort, who is a young man who is still trying to get over his naivety, but he did grow up on the streets of Ammonfort as a young homeless orphan beggar. And now that he's graduated to adventuring, he thinks everything's going to get a lot better. And so far, it mostly has. And we have Erilyn to thank for all that.
Excellent. Thank you. And tell us a little bit about your little companion as well.
Oh yeah, well, I have a couple of little companions.
Yes.
The most important one is probably Penny Sprinkle, who is she's a tiny face sprite who has a little bit less of a peaceful mind than Pole does, and takes it upon herself to get him out of the trouble he naively gets himself in. Besides that, Pole has a pet mouse that usually lives in his hat when he has a hat. I don't think he even has a hat right now.
I don't think
but-
so either.
The mouse is named Buttons and is probably hanging out in his pocket or something at this point.
Excellent. Thank
those are
you
the
so
companions.
much. Yes. Yeah, sorry I keep taking your hat and shoes and all the other things. That does keep happening. Last but certainly not least, we have Zombie Fighter 89.
I can be least, it's fine. Hello, I am Jacob, I am Zombie, I am Z, I am whatever those three names you like to call me. I am the lore keeper and Captain Z of the Good Ship Clip. You can follow me on Twitter at, it's still the greatest nickname, thank you, Molly. You can find me on Twitter at ZombieFighter89. You can find me on Twitch at ZombieFighter89. I haven't done much things on Twitch yet. I'm thinking once Kirby runs around, I'm probably going to want to obsess over it for a while. So I'm probably going to want to stream it. Shall be fun, I think. Right now, currently, all that's really been going on with me has been playing D&D games like this, being, coming up with our little tweet every session. And currently still looking for hires stuff. I have been hired before by Stella and others to do video work and such. And so, yeah. The best way to contact me is on Twitter, in my DMs. If you have me on Discord, you can DM me. And yeah, other than that, I'm just here being a gigantic fan. I'm sure as all of us here are of Stella Luna.
Thank you. I'm Stella Luna. I'm your host and your DM for today. Yeah, let's get to it. So last time, we began our seafaring adventure and we began to make our way over to where we know to be the lizard folk encampment. The very last of our session ended with Arlen going for a swim. We see the camera follow Arlen as she begins to swim through the dark water, leaving behind the sea lily, her ship, along with all of her other companions, as she moves forward towards the land. Map, it's a map. I drag you to the map. Bow, bow, bow. Look at this part of the map. Okay. So we see Arlen coming in from where's the compass? The north. And heading over towards a small sea cave marked E on this map here. Arlen, as you dip...
For everyone.
E is for everyone. Oh, God. Nope. So we see Arlen maneuvering through what looks like an expansive cave. You see that it spans at least a good 100 feet in front of you, and there seems to be multiple docks here showing signs of life, signs of someone inhabiting the area. And as you kind of move around through this very clear water, trying to find a place to seek refuge, perhaps squirrel yourself away, you enter seaweed. And while you are amidst the waving kelp all around you, you see that there are dark figures, and they begin to close around you. 4 lizard folk stand before you. Float. You're in underwater. They float around you with sharp objects pointed in your direction. They do not seem to be friendly, but they have not made any aggression yet. How do you respond?
I'll put my hands up. Being that I breathe underwater, can I speak underwater? Is that a thing?
Yes. I imagine it's very bloop, 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 bloop.
But luckily they speak underwater, so it should be fine.
Yes. What would you like to say underwater?
No. So Arlen will kind of put up her hands, looking around as they kind of surround her. She obviously made an oopsie, but as with all of her oopsies, she's gonna talk or fight her way out of it.
What is she wearing right now?
She is wearing I'm pretty sure she's got her armor and everything. Yeah, because that's never affected her swim speed or anything before.
Okay.
But she'll look around. Oh, hey, sorry, didn't realize that was your seaweed patch. I'm here with a group to help you all with the Sahagan.
You hear... Do you speak Draconic?
Nope.
Okay. You hear these snarling snaps in response. You can tell that it is some kind of foreign tongue. Did you hear the lizard folk speak on the ship? Okay, so it is very,
Yeah, I
very
did.
similar to that. So you can surmise that they are speaking in Draconic. Just from reading their body language, go ahead and roll me an insight check. Let's see how well you can tell what they might be thinking here.
Also, for the chat, I just want to say Roll20 has dark mode now, and it's gorgeous.
Yes.
I'm so happy with it.
Very big improvement. I'm very happy with this as well.
For those of you watching through Twitch, we don't have dark mode enabled for the overlay, but it is beautiful, I can promise you. Okay, a 20, very nice. All right, as you're kind of looking over them, just hyper aware of the space that you're in, you can tell that they don't seem to want to harm you. They are making light jabs of their weapons towards you, but nothing truly threatening. And you see the two that are behind you kind of begin to part. And it almost seems as if they're trying to usher you out of the cave. But they don't seem to understand you.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Okay. I'll be like, all right, I understand when I'm not wanted, and I'll slowly start swimming away.
Okay. As you begin to swim away, you find that those that have surrounded you begin to follow you out, almost as if to ensure that you are escorted away from the cave. And as you begin to swim away from the cave and into the open ocean, they hover in the entrance, almost as if made aware that perhaps they should be a little more vigilant of this particular entrance.
Got it.
Meanwhile, on the ship, I believe everyone is beginning to buckle down for sleep.
Garen actually hadn't, because he had said he was going to watch for Arlen.
Okay.
So he's manning his post still.
Let me get a perception check from you.
All right.
Ooh.
23.
23, very nice. You actually see Arlen in the distance beginning to swim away from the cave. Arlen, would you head back towards the ship or do you want to go somewhere else?
Yeah, I'm heading back towards the ship.
Okay. She's swimming towards you, Garen.
All right. Then once she gets nearby, he's still keeping an eye out, seeing if anything's following, near, or threatening. And once she gets nearby, he'd swing down out of the crow's nest and meet her as she gets on deck.
Okay. You are very certain that she is not followed, at least from the direction of the cave.
Right.
Yeah. So Arlen, you managed to climb back onto the sea lily without any issue.
All right, well, that was fun.
And that was more than a simple scouting.
Well, I kind of checked the entire coast. I remember, like, I checked over here as well, but I don't remember exactly what I saw there. Can you remind me?
Yeah, absolutely. So you had gone over to check out the variety of the various ways into the lair here. There were a number of different paths. You had seen, perhaps with the assistance and information of others in your group, that there was a long, dry path that wound up towards the fortress. There was one that was particularly overgrown. It seemed to be less traveled, with thicker foliage all around. You essentially only have two paths, really. And there were signs of an abandoned camp somewhere here-ish, but it was going to require some closer investigation for more information. You couldn't see too much from the distance of the shore.
Gotcha. Right, so there are a couple paths in, but there's the path through the sea cave, and that's a bit guarded. I don't think they want us approaching from that way, and if we're trying to be friendly, probably not the best. So in the morning, I suggest that we kind of go over there, and I'll point towards like A, and take the trail up to the main exit. And they don't speak common, so we'll have Finn translate for us like he did last time, and it should be fine.
Right.
They weren't. I ran into a few of them, and they weren't like aggressive. They were just a bit defensive and confused.
Okay. I don't know much about lizard folk, so guess that's kind of their way. Well, let's get to bed. We should get out early. We were able to tell which directions the tracks went in.
Yeah, they head towards this large mountain, not
Okay.
a fortress.
Okay. Well, then I guess that's the direction we go. What I can tell from land, it looks like there's two ways in from land. Or tell from the crow's nest, there's two ways in from land.
There
So,
are. That's one is less traveled than the other, so we might want to take the more traveled one if we're trying to be friendly and get on their good side.
I agree.
okay. So the one that's closer to the shoreline, marked D, that path from B is going to be the more traveled one, and further in from B to C is the more obscure one. Okay.
Okay.
So you do have a plan. Is there anything that the two of you would like to do as you basically spend the rest of your night?
I sleep.
Yeah. Arlen's probably tired from a lot of swimming. No, I think we're done.
Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna talk to my club.
Okay. So you bring out your club, which ends in what looks like a tiger claw. What would you like to say?
Alright, so I'm still just trying to understand what exactly you can do for me. Besides just hit things slightly harder.
Go ahead and roll me an Arcana check.
Intelligence, I'm great at that.
Just tap into your protagonist energy. Oof. Okay, that's a 7.
Can I use... I see I have a nat 20. Can I use
Yes.
the nat 20?
Yes, you can. Okay. So using your nat 20 here, you get the sense that for some reason now, as you're perceiving this, it seems to be slightly weaker. As you're kind of putting the facts together, you surmise that the connection to the club might be stronger during the daytime. You do still manage to connect with the entity, and it says, well, perhaps I can instill in you a number of skills that you don't already possess.
Alright, so what are you offering?
Well, to start, I think we should build a relationship. The next time you enter battle, I will be present and you will feel my power.
Erlen nods kind of quietly. And have you not been present in the past battles I've taken you into?
I come and go as I please. I am, after all, very, very busy.
Of course. Well, be sure to make time for me next time we get into a fight.
I will
And we'll
hear
see
your
what you
call.
can do.
And then you feel the entity kind of begin to fade away. The club, gently vibrating, begins to still in your hands.
I'll set it down and I'll go to bed.
Okay. Snore. Okay. Anything else anyone wants to do before we progress? Okay. So the next couple of hours pass by more or less uninterrupted. You do hear a little bit of a commotion as Tully runs through the halls of the ship cackling. You're not quite sure why, without any context, but it sounds as if someone's chasing Tully with heavier footsteps. As you rise and begin to make your way into the mess, you find that all of your crewmates have been gathered and are currently eating breakfast. What would you like to do?
So we all hear the Tully scream.
Yeah, you just hear like a just like a of tiny feet, and then larger thunk 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 as someone is chasing after Tully.
I think Garen would take a look.
So if you peep your head out of your chamber, you don't particularly see anything because it is quite quick, and they more or less continue on.
So I can't even see who it is that's chasing
Oh,
me.
you do see that it is Digby.
Digby.
So you see this
Oh.
half elf with brown hair, olive skin, and he kind of like looks over his shoulder at you and he has a big grin on his face before he slips around a corner.
Did Penny see anything about what Tully was doing? Because he's my roommate, and she keeps an eye on him big time because she doesn't trust him at all.
Yes. Okay. Paul, so you hear the same thing as everyone and you get a small tap of a very tiny finger from a tiny hand on your cheek. Paul, wake up. Wake up, Paul.
What?
Tully is up to no good again.
You always say that.
Talia's
trying to
running
sleep.
around completely naked.
Well, you think I want to see that?
Fair
I see
enough.
it enough in a room.
Fair enough. Talia's a menace.
Well, as long as he's not messing up my side of the room, it's fine.
As you like peep around, from the time that you spent with Tully, he absolutely respects your space. He absolutely does not touch any of your stuff
Cool.
other than what he's helped you nail to the wall.
Hmm. He probably just wants to show off his tattoo that I made him. That's not so wrong.
Oh,
Uh,
all right. Well, I can spell breakfast.
Yeah, you're right. I'll start getting my clothes on and head out to breakfast.
All right. Who's already in the mess hall?
Arlen.
Okay. So Malaya, the halfling with the silvery hair and black eyes, she is currently cooking a stew. You can definitely get hints of potato and sage, some kind of meat roasting, and it is a very hearty breakfast.
Is it red meat?
Yeah.
I don't eat it.
Malaya actually comes up to you with a bowl. Yes, KayBee.
So this would have been a point of order. I definitely would have sought opportunity to engage Malaya in the galley to assist.
Okay,
In fact,
yeah.
I think so. I think KayBee would have actually even stayed up a bit late the night prior doing some baking. So he definitely is excited by another professional cook being around, and he's glad to help. He definitely want to help, and he would have made it a point to share what he knows, what KayBee knows about his party members' preferences.
Okay, absolutely. So we see the camera rewind just a little bit, and KayBee is up into the deep dark hours of the night over a hot coal. I don't know if it's safe to have coal on a ship. I don't know. It's magic and fantasy. There's
Yeah. that's
ominous
fine.
lighting, right? And Malaya is like taking notes, taking this very, very seriously. So she does bring a bowl right up to you, Arlen. And it is not the stew that she has been ladling out for the rest of everyone else. This particular one seems to be mostly green in color. It has little chunks of onion and something floating in it, vegetable or root of some sort. And she gently sets it in front of you. I've made this with the assistance of Master KayBee.
Oh, thank you. That is very kind.
Especially for you.
It is very appreciated.
Is there anything else I can get you?
No, it's fine.
Very good. I've got many mouths to feed.
Of course, thank you for your work.
She gives you a bright smile, one that just makes her eyes glitter, and she saunters away. That's not sauntering, but it's fine. She enthusiastically saunters away. Garen, what would you do next?
Yeah, I'm figuring this is probably after his morning routine, so he'd head to the mess hall also.
Okay. As you make your way towards the mess hall, can I get a dex saving throw from you? "13. Okay. You begin to make your way towards the mess hall, and all of a sudden you see a very naked goblin hurtling towards you with a very large tattoo over his chest. And he begins to try to jump over you. And instead he slams right into you. Right into your arms. And you see Digby kind of slide to a halt behind him, looking mortified.
Garen would kind of grab him and then hold him out at arm's length.
Like how you hold a cat.
Yeah, yeah, or the stinky diaper hold.
Oh my god, sticky diaper. Okay, yeah.
What's going on here?
Oh, hey, boss.
I don't remember Tully's voice, but that's his voice now.
Hey, boss. We had a bit of a bet going on.
And I take it you lost?
Well, if you put me down right now.
What was the bet?
That, I could run the span of the ship and not get caught.
Yeah, you lost.
You just see his massive ears just kind of begin to droop, and he sags where he's hanging by his armpits.
Oh, all right.
You see Digby like kind of pull up his collar, just dust himself off a little bit. He gives you a wink, Garen.
Garen sets him down.
And then very, very somber, he like just kind of like hanging his head low, still very naked. Tully begins to walk towards the mess hall, and Digby turns around and begins to head that way as well.
Garen doesn't
So
care
he's
about
just-
the naked goblin.
He's just full naked walking around.
Yeah,
Great. Love
with a
it.
brand new
Perfect.
tattoo of the
Yeah.
like a giant sea lily just on his chest.
And it looks great.
It does. It looks amazing. Yeah. Finn, what would you be up to this morning?
I could say that, you know what? For fun, let's just go ahead and say right after that conversation ends, walks in Finn.
Okay. Excellent.
So he's seeing everything that's in front of him.
Yeah, you have no context. Everyone just kind of like single file, just making their way towards the mess hall, one of which is very butt
Fair.
naked. Yeah. You
Um,
see he's totally like scratching his ass.
I don't know what I was expecting from this ship, but it wasn't this. All right. And I guess he'll look over at Garen like, what did I miss?
Just troop shenanigans. And he keeps going.
Okay. This is what it's like to be on a ship. This is normal. Okay. And then he'll go to the mess hall.
KayBee, what are you up to?
So KayBee probably slept in late. Anybody who peered in on him would have seen him wearing the apron from the evening before, and he's got flour and everything all over him. It's apparent he just went to his hammock and collapsed. Eventually, he wakes, and he's probably from the clamor coming from the galley, the noise, the banging of utensils and pots and people shouting, and so that gets his attention. I think this is. We've only just really started occupying the ship. It's been a day and a half, right? So this is a new experience, I think, for everybody. And a bunch of eager and hungry souls clamoring for breakfast. That would get KayBee's attention. So he comes out bleary-eyed out of his quarters, and Friend is sitting on top of his head. Friend is probably happy to get out and about and find out what's happening in the kitchen. KayBee goes to the galley and stands there and just smiles ear to ear as he takes in everybody grabbing for food, and he sees somebody grabbing for a roll that he had made. He looks over to Tully and he says, "Oh, did we miss it? Is today naked day? Is everybody supposed to be naked today?"
Tully slams his hands on the table and says, "Yes!"
Yeah, some
No!
of the ships I've been on, they've got naked days. Okay, and I start unbuttoning my shirt. And you see, when I unbutton my shirt, I have this full chest of white hair. It's like it's just covered in this very
Like a
thick
carpet?
mat. It's like a carpet of white hair on my chest.
No, KayBee, that's not necessary.
Ah,
I don't think we need to go that far. That's fine.
no.
No. He's not. Do you think Tully's telling the truth?
I'm not telling the truth, KayBee.
He's even admitting it. KayBee's very impressionable. Stop that, Tully.
Captain Ireland, you have to make some rules and things, you know?
You see Tully raise his hand.
Yes, Tolly.
Can we have a naked day?
You can have a naked day when I'm not on the ship, and as long as you're respectful of everybody else's bodies and their bodily autonomy.
He raises
Yes.
his hand again.
Yes, Tolly.
When are you leaving the ship?
Today.
No more questions.
No more questions, Your Honor.
I rest my case.
I told you she's the best captain we could have.
Yeah.
You see him like just scrambling to pull a bowl. He just starts like, he just tips it up into his mouth. You see these small serrated teeth just like munching and crunching, and like little bits of potato just go flying everywhere.
So is it going to be like clothing optional day, or is it just clothing optional anytime Ireland's not on the ship?
You see Digby just kind of like, that's actually a very important
How
distinction.
about the second day I'm gone as no clothing day?
Second day you're gone?
Because the first day I'm gone, typically I'm not leaving until part of the way through the day. And so the second day you get the full day.
Everyone sees this dwarf, red hair, blue eyes, just look very stoic. He has taken out a notebook and he is very seriously taking notes as you are writing all of this down. Your quartermaster, Agni, is very,
Thank you,
very
Agni.
diligent about this.
So, all right.
But
suppose.
if someone does not want to participate in Naked Day or No Clothes Day, they do not have to.
Good. A second in command. I want to continue that rule.
Yeah, I figure it'd be dangerous in a galley. For example, it might be certain jobs where it's not prudent.
Everybody should wear an apron, please.
You
Especially
see,
if there's hot oil. Could be splashed.
you see Malaya just kind of like nodding her head. That makes a lot of sense. That is very, very keen. You see Book, this pale person with braided black hair, kind of shorn on one side. They're kind of like lurched and hunched over the bowl of food here. This person has definitely kept to themselves for the most part. You do know that they are one of the people here on your ship, one of the few people that has combat experience, that is combat ready. Book seems to kind of like pull up the collar of his coat. Definitely does not seem to be interested in this conversation or pleased about it.
So I just got reminded of something important that Garen has needed to tell Simona.
Oh, right.
yeah.
That thing.
Yeah, you see this very handsome orc fisherwoman just kind of like leaning back, this red scarf. She has dark hair that's pulled into a braid. She says, I'm the best one that if we were doing a contest, I would look the best naked out of all of you. I'm just saying.
Hotness check.
Mm-hmm.
Hotness check.
I'm not going.
No.
It's 100.
I won't argue that. However, when we were scouting the boat for the stowaway, I noticed that the mast in the galley was showing some wear.
Ah, I see. Well, I will go have a direct look after, she, like, lifts up her mug, and there's questionable dark liquid in it. She just takes a swig. morning juice.
Very well. I can point it out to you if you need it.
Very good. She just sculls the rest of it, sits up, and as she sits up, like, the table kind of shifts a little bit. Lead the way.
All right. Garen brings her down, points out the where.
Okay. Yeah. So she brings a lantern down, and as the two of you are inspecting it, she does begin to tell you some technical boat things that Stella does not know. It's pretty apparent that she knows her way around a ship. She even tells you like specific proper nouns of things and knowledge. How does Garen absorb this information, if he cares at all?
Garen tries to take it in. You know,
Okay.
he has no intention of being a sailor, but he does try to understand what he's about.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a history check here.
Oh my. Yeah, because Garen's really good at history.
Never know.
Oh, 18.
Okay. So, Simona seems to be pretty passionate about her work. As she's identifying like what the cause of this might have been, she begins to tell you things along the lines of like preventative care for woodwork and basically like what she's going to do to repair it. She tells you it's going to take her a couple of hours, but kind of explaining it to you, you kind of absorb this information, and in the future, if you need to repair a boat, this might help you just a little bit. So be sure to keep in mind of that. And she says, all right, well, I'm going to get started on this. You absolutely do not need to stick around for it. I will enlist the assistance of dear Tully, perhaps.
It's a good choice. Give him something to keep him occupied.
Yes. Although,
Alright.
if Ireland's gone, the pants are optional.
Valid.
On the second day.
Clothing is overrated.
Okay. Is there
And
anything
expensive.
and expensive? Is there anything else anyone wants to do? Ah, right. So as you are in the mess hall, Garen, you're still not there. You hear Agni say to you, Arlen, "What should we expect? Are you to return within a few days? What is the plan, Captain?"
Well, we are going to make contact with the lizard folk and hopefully make some sort of agreement and get a better understanding of the larger situation at hand and perhaps how long it will take. Once I have that information, I'll swim back to the ship and I will let you all know how long we're going to be gone. And in the meantime, you all can just stay, look after the ship, listen to Imlo, and do some fishing, hang out, drink, eat, be merry.
Very good, Captain. You hear Tully go, "Yeah, I can be merry." He just like makes his way over to a keg.
Make sure that Tully doesn't... Tully, actually, you probably shouldn't be too merry.
Is that an order, Captain?
It's just a suggestion, like, just be careful. Have... like... temper yourself just a little.
Restraint?
Digby,
You just see like enthusiastically get up. Yes, Captain.
make sure Tully doesn't get too drunk while I'm gone.
You see
I'm truly worried that he will set the ship on fire.
You see Digby look so depressed as he looks over at Tully. Tully just gets this wide wolfish grin on his face.
I thought Digby liked Tully. I thought they were having fun earlier.
You hear Agni. Agni's like standing close to you. You can hear him continuing to scribble in his book, and he says, "Digby on babysitting duty."
I'm gonna slip Digby another gold.
Okay, you see him look about 30% less depressed.
Okay. Money solves everything.
Oh, that's so sad but true. Okay. So you have informed the crew about what you're going to do. You have the whole day to make preparations. Approach how you like. Your boat does come with a single rowboat. The ship is too big to drive into the coastline.
All right.
All right, so Finn, you're
Mm.
going to have to do a majority of the translation for us.
I was gonna say I wanted to lead the thing.
Great.
Nothing against
Perfect.
you, but like as you also pointed out, I can translate, and I think I don't want to brag, but I think I did all right negotiating last time, so no one did anything and no one fought. So
You did, absolutely. So
feel like I
just,
proved myself.
I'm glad you're taking the initiative. I think it's a very good look for you.
I like initiative sometimes.
Of course, the only thing is that being that you'll be speaking a different language, I can't give you notes. So just be careful.
That's
But
fine.
I trust you. And she kind of slaps you on the back.
And I'm sure it will be easier to negotiate without having to hide the truth. That they don't understand.
True. But yeah, I'm other than I'll follow whatever else goes on, but when it comes to negotiations and talking, I'm leading that and I'm fully in charge of that. Anything else you'll want to do or feel like you're better qualified to do, I'm all for, I'll follow. But
Arlen, do you think maybe we need to have something to like barter or like trade or like bribe them? I mean, gifts go
I
a
don't
long way
think-
making friends, right?
I don't think we need to bribe them to get them
Or maybe
to
just
let
a
us
gift.
help them in their war.
Yeah, you would think.
Oh, I do know that oftentimes it's not necessarily considered a bribe, but paying homage. We are on their land, seeking to speak to them.
mhm.
All right.
What'd be a good gift?
Did Agni ever distribute that barrel of ale Garen had gotten we first from or mead, wasn't it?
From Hannah.
Yes. If you said to do that, he would have
He
done
did.
it immediately.
Okay.
Oops.
No, you're fine, because I didn't even think this would be needed. I was just like, wait a minute. Garen might have something, but no, he doesn't.
Hmm.
Loot log.
Yes, we
Yes.
opened the handy dandy.
Well, we do. Do we have any? We didn't.
You have
we went
6
back-
Molotov cocktails.
Oh yes, let's give him fire. That would be nice.
I'll have a lot of treasure.
Did
Yeah.
we? Okay, so a lot of the stuff that we have here, we took from what was in the ship, right? And we're not using any of it. We haven't sold any of it yet. Do we maybe give them some of this to help protect themselves? Because that was the whole point.
Yes.
Was that they
Give
were
them-
bringing stuff to protect, or did they already take that?
I doubt they would turn down more.
Yeah, they probably wouldn't. They wouldn't probably turn down more, huh?
So keep in
Yes.
mind, the weapons that the 3 lizard folk ambassadors that were on the ship, they took those. But everything else that was on the ship that you did not personally take off the ship was confiscated. by
okay.
the Saltmarsh Council. So
Okay.
when you were given the sea lily, there was like literally nothing on
Stripped
here.
bare.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
In my journey through the underfloor, was there possibly other stuff that we need to discover? It could be of value. Other previously hidden smuggled stuff.
You found like 6 silver or something. You found a weird rat thing.
I mean, nothing else, literally.
Do you want to spend more time to investigate that?
I don't know how long we're staying on the ship, but if we've got a day to prepare or whatever, at some point, obviously we'd want to know what else is in there.
Okay.
And certainly at some point, I'm sure, even if difficult to get to, the other crew members want to crawl in there to know, can we hide stuff in here in case we ever decide to smuggle?
You can absolutely investigate the crawl spaces of your ship if you like. Previously, we were just checking out the tunnels. If you want to look for hidden spaces, you can absolutely do that.
I leave that to the captain. It's not a priority right now, but at some point.
Our gift to them is that we're giving them more weapons and troops for their war. So I think that should be fine.
I believe
Are we
have
giving them weapons?
Us, our
Us.
weapons.
Allies. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Very well.
What the extra that we have? Yeah.
And we do have 3 longbows and a longsword, I believe, that we've looted and done nothing with.
Yeah, I don't think we've
Not
done
much.
anything with those. I mean, it's something.
Yeah.
There
I don't
used to be
think they're
2.
very good underwater, but
We also have a metal cylinder.
I don't even know what that would be used for.
Then again, lizard folk are not purely aquatic. There are marsh people, I think.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So
well, the Sahagin are probably not going to be coming from above the water so much, though, right?
That's
I mean,
true.
it's still good to have a bow, I suppose, but
I don't know. I'm not familiar with them. Arlen,
Yeah.
would the Sahagin be outside of the water very often, do you know? You seem to know more than the rest of us about them.
I should know. What do I know, Stella?
Sometimes. They live underwater, though.
They generally live underwater, but I mean, not always.
Yeah, and if they're in conflict with the lizard folk, that means they are after the dry land that they've claimed. Presumably. So
Perhaps.
there might be
We
some
don't really
value.
know what their war is about. That's partially why we're here.
Also true.
I mean, yeah, to find out if they took any territory, or if they're just raiding, are they stealing stuff or just killing people? What are they even doing? If we could talk to lizard folk, maybe we could find out more about that.
But what threats do the Sahagin pose to Saltmarsh, and can we form an alliance is our basic mission.
Yes.
What language do they speak? Lizard folk.
Draconic.
Anybody speak Draconic?
Ben.
That was Finn.
Oh,
Mhm.
that's cool.
That's why I'm the negotiator, or the talker, whatever the hell I am, translator, everything, all of that.
Alright, well, let's stop dallying and let's head that way.
I agree.
Imloth, we're leaving things to you.
Sounds good, Captain. I will keep the ship in tip-top shape when you return.
Alright, thank you.
And you leave. All right, so you have some options here. You do know that there is a camp kind of halfway between A and B, if you want to check that out. Or you can just go straight to the shoreline near the entrance of D. Where would you like to make sure? We have like a small montage of the rowboat being lowered down. We have our entire party in it. KayBee, do you want to take all of your companions? Pole, do you want to take all of your companions? Who is going to be in this boat?
All my companions come with.
Okay.
I don't want Tully eating my mouse.
That is actually fair.
As far as our knight companions, our henge people, how many do we have? We have Quick.
And Imlos.
Imloth
Imloth.
is staying behind though. Yeah.
Yeah. So Quick, if Quick can fit, sure.
Okay, yeah. So you see this Kenku warrior dressed in this heavy leather hood. He has finished polishing his swords, his hand axes, and he looks to you, KayBee, with one big beady eye, and he gives you a slow nod, indicating that he is ready.
Very good.
Yeah, I think Garen would mention wanting to take another look at the camp, but is okay with going straight there if that's what everyone wants to do.
I think we should land here and walk so that they have plenty of time to see us coming, so that they don't think we're trying to ambush them or anything.
So Garen does get to take another look at the camp.
Yeah. Okay, fantastic. So as everyone embarks on the ship, who wants to row?
Not me.
Pole
Believe
can
we-
row.
Yeah, and I believe we also established Quick has piloting.
Yes, Quick is a boat person or a navigator.
Okay. Yes. So Pole, Quick will help you with this, so you don't have to do a roll. But we see both Pole and Quick beginning to work together as you begin to make land.
Pole sings a rowing song while we row to keep the beat. Make sure we're on the same stroke.
All right. If anyone's missing any hit points and stuff, make sure y'all recover everything because you did have a long rest.
Yes.
I have everything.
Thank you. I think I have
Um,
been forgetting.
I don't remember if it was mentioned or not, but would Bims follow me on this trip?
It's up to you. You don't have to bring non-combatants with you.
I'm wondering if
You do
they'll
know that you're going into a dangerous territory.
maybe I'll leave Bims. I was only thinking that maybe they would recognize, because maybe if we bump into the same people, they'd recognize. But I
mean,
don't know
that is valid. It's just up to you.
Something I just realized. Garen is the only member of the party that does not have a companion,
Aw.
So lonely.
right?
You're just gonna have to pick up that giant crocodile that's in the next encounter and just,
Wait, what?
just just befriend
Just
it.
give it a big hug.
Just
Right.
pat its head, say you're a good boy.
Yeah.
Owl bear baby.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yes, that's your
Yes.
buddy, is the owl bear baby. There you go.
Yes, maybe when we get back to Saltmarsh, I will have a companion.
But okay, I guess yeah, I'll leave Bims behind, I guess.
Okay.
Let him be on the ship.
All right. So as you disembark, you make land. You find a decent spot for your boat to secret away so that it doesn't get drawn out by the tide. You begin to march your way up this very, very marshy beach. As you're moving forward, I'm going to need someone to take point. Who wants to lead the pack?
I think Garen would take point like we had been previously.
Okay, I'm going to need a survival check from you, please. Wow, 27. Oh my god. Okay. So, as you're leading everyone through the marsh, you discover very quickly that the land here is not kind. It is unforgiving. You find that it is teeming with life all around you. There are all sorts of pests and small creatures. You find that there are a number of brambly, thorny bushes that just pull and tear at every single one of you. But as you're kind of like cutting your way through the thick of it, single file, you do manage to march forward with decent pace. You find that there are a number of different pits and questionable still water in certain places, and you, with that 27, easily avoid some of this terrain that could potentially bring sickness or unhealth to the group. Eventually, you get to a small clearing.
Oh my.
Hmm.
Now, this does not feel like a battle map at all.
I don't know what you're talking about. It's so pretty. Look at the tree. So you
Battle
find
map.
that there is a small rise, a mound of dirt that just comes up out of this like low marshy water. And there is a very large tree in the center of this localized clearing. And here you find evidence that there was a camp at some point. And everyone,
Okay.
you are here. You can move your tokens as you please. I like how KB's just sandwiched between his companions. That's cool.
Right?
Well, KayBee is riding on Poke.
Oh,
Poke is a mount.
Okay.
That's true. I remember that.
right. Yeah, Garen would probably take a look around the camp. Do I need another survival check?
I would like either perception or investigation checks from anybody that wants to investigate the camp itself. You'll get different information for both.
Insight or what?
Investigation or perception.
Oh, investigation.
Okay, that's a 6
Definitely Paul.
perception from Arlen, 17 investigation from KayBee, 8 perception from Garen, 19 investigation from Pole, and a 14 perception from Finn. Okay. So the 19 investigation Pole, you do find that there are a number of eggshells kind of scattered out throughout this area here. They seem to be very large chunks. So they must have belonged to a very large egg. You kind of guess from like the curvature of this particular remnant of a shell that it must be at least the size of your head. But whatever it once was, it is very weathered. It happened a while ago, not recent at all. And it seems as if the evidence here was trying to be trampled out. It looks as if someone was trying to deliberately hide this. With the fort... Sorry, go ahead.
Does it look like someone stomped on these eggs, or they hatched a long time ago and they're
It seems more like stomped. It's kind of hard, like any kind of biological, like fluid or anything is long gone. So you only just find the shells. So you don't know if like, were they stomped on while they were alive or were they just thrown away here? You don't know. But it does seem like it has been trampled down into the ground. With that 14 perception Finn, you can see that there are signs of the camp that are very, very old. Nobody has been here in a while. You do notice something interesting, though. There's something weird about the ground. Over here, and over here. So the northeast, southeast, and northwest of this particular clearing here. There seems to be some kind of viscous yellow something on the ground.
Well, from my little bit that I got to look around, it seems like there was a camp here, or they were camping here at one point. It doesn't seem to have been any recent, although there's this like yellowish goo stuff down here. I'm not sure what it is.
Real quick, thank you so much for the raid, Carrion Comfort Studios. Hello, everyone.
Yay, raid!
Yeah, so Finn points them out, and you can all see this weird viscous material on the ground.
Do I know what this liquid is?
Do you touch it?
Yes.
Okay.
Nothing can go wrong.
Do you lick it?
Yeah, don't pay any mind to that
You
turn
lick
order
it.
pop-up. Oh.
Do you want to touch it? Okay. So we see Ireland kind of stooping down to reach for it. And as you do, all of a sudden, you just hear a boing as part of the liquid just kind of slurps up and slaps you in the face. Does a 20 hit you?
You know a 20 hits me.
Okay, hold on, let me turn this off of whisper. I hate that it defaults to whispering. Okay.
Wow, look at all
You
that.
take 8 bludgeoning damage and 6 acid damage as you see this creature
Oh, what the fuck?
just kind of lurch forward and hit you. Please select your token and roll some initiative.
Ooh,
Do this.
that's a nice ochre color.
Yeah.
Is it? Is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay.
While we're all doing initiative, let's all give
Oh,
thanks
shit.
to both GeekDice and Spirits for Ryan for all the gift subs, and we got ourselves a hype train going.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm so
Hey.
sorry. My bot is like broken as shit, so I don't get the alerts. Thank you so much
okay.
for all of the gift subs, everyone. Sorry, I didn't see that.
Yep.
Thank you.
Oh, look at LB with 1,000 bits.
LB, hack him up. What?
What?
Thank you.
Wow.
All right. Geek Dice, Ryan, and LB, I want you to pick a player on the screen.
Like, pick
You
a
guys,
player.
pick yourself.
Pick myself.
Okay. Tell me when to stop.
Stop. This is bad.
Oh.
Wow, this is actually kind of like cheating. Frank! All right, Garen, tell me when to stop.
Stop.
That's not good.
Oh
Okay.
God. If Stella just straight up says, "Oh, that's not good," yeah.
It'll be fine. Okay. So in the top of the turn order is Garen. Garen, you see this viscous liquid just kind of slurp forward, slaps Arlen, and you see the very same substance in front of you beginning to lurch forward to do the same. What do you want to do?
Full is top of the turn order. I rolled a 6.
Oh,
Yeah, I nat one to my inish.
okay. Oh, I must have not deleted. Wait, there's multiple people in mine. What the fuck? Finn, which one? What did you roll?
15.
It looks like Hull is first on
Okay.
my turn order.
Yeah,
Mine
polls
too.
first.
Okay, yeah, I guess the DM
Oh.
one is doubled up. Arlen, what's your initiative?
10.
Okay, it should be correct now. Okay, Paul. You see, one is lurching towards Garen.
All right. Well, I'm gonna interpose myself and whack it with my quarterstaff.
Okay. Go ahead, roll me an attack, please. Oh no, that's not one.
Oh,
Oh.
So I think as you begin to like move forward and try to hit it with your quarterstaff, it's not very nimble at all. It seems to move very slowly, but it seems to be quite sturdy. You just kind of like bounce off of it. It's kind of hard to tell like how dense this thing is, how hard you're gonna have to hit it. But you're gonna have to hit it harder, Paul.
it's like rubber.
Okay, anything else for you?
That's it.
All right. It is their turn. Oh dear. Okay. This strange jelly-like creature is going to try to hit quick. See the pseudopod just kind of slap forward, and it does 8 damage here. You see that as Quick takes a blow to the face, that it cracks his beak a little bit, and he stumbles as he takes this mighty blow. You see the liquid jelly, whatever it is, it begins to just moves very slowly. And the one closest to Garen is going to try to hit Garen. Oh my god. Damn.
Glad it did not have advantage.
Damn. Okay, you do take 7 regular damage and 6 bludgeoning damage. So that's a total of 13.
Did it hit with the
What?
6?
Just kidding. Just kidding. It wishes it hit you.
Right?
Yeah. My bad.
Alrighty.
I got really excited because there's so many numbers on the screen. I just wanted to read numbers out to you. I'm sorry. Okay, randomly, yeah, we can absolutely do that. 1d5. All right. Okay. That's actually Garen. So I'm gonna roll again. Okay, Finn. Tell me when to stop. Thank you so much, Ryan.
Oh, hooray! Yay, randomness. Stop.
Okay.
So since
It's not your turn.
since it's my turn, I wanted to. I asked it in chat. 500 bits is a nat 20, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so before those two gave gift subs, I actually put 500 bits in there. Can I
Okay.
give my nat 20 to Pole?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Mhm.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So I think Finn will kind of go up to this jelly monster over here. The are they different colors to us, or I guess I missed that.
They are all this sort of like yellowish mustardy.
So they're both yellowy mustard. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, so we'll say that they have like remnants of stuff in them.
Okay, the
Just
one
so
with
it's a little
pink.
easier
Yeah,
to-
the one with pink remnants because it's already attacking friends.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go up to it and I'm gonna smack it with Dwayne because why not?
Okay, yeah. Go right ahead. Okay, that's an absolute hit with a 24.
Mm-hmm.
It will take 12 bludgeoning damage. As you smack this very large rock that you have on a string down on the creature, you see ripples just kind of radiate out from the point of impact. It seems to be a pretty sturdy thing. It does take some damage. You see that it does reduce in size quite a bit, so this is effective. But this is a very strong substance. Anything else?
Yes. I don't think there's anything else I can do. So
KayBee, it's your turn.
Let's get him, Poke. Riding Poke, charge forward right up to the edge of the water here. And with my sword, I'm going to take a swat at this thing.
Okay.
If a 19 hits, I do 11 points of slashing damage.
Okay. All right. So, KayBee, as you kind of like gallop forward on your mount, you do manage to slash down on this thing, and it splits in half. You see it warbling as it's reduced.
Oh, wow, I did a good job. Did I do a good job?
And you see
you did very good, KayBee.
that there are now 2 of them.
Oh,
Maybe don't use the sword?
yeah, it looks like you cut them in half.
Anything else for you?
Yes. I'm going to use my bonus action and command my Steel Defender, aka Poke, to make an attack.
Okay.
And it is going to do a force-powered rend with its mechanical antlers. It is going to unleash a blow.
Okay.
Does a 16 hit?
Yeah, the armor class on these things is 8.
Oh, wow. Okay. So I do, or Poke does, die +2 force damage.
Okay. Force damage. Very good. Yeah, it's a very impactful hit. Pierces through. It warbles wildly, reduced to a much smaller size.
Sweet. It's my turn.
Arlen, it's your turn.
I think she considers casting magic for a time, but then she grabs her club and will just kind of think to herself, all right, let's see what you can do. And I'm going to bring it down on this.
Okay.
This one in
Before you
front
do
of me.
your attack, so you feel the club beginning to hum in your hand. And as it does, you feel a connection, a line open up. You can give in just a little bit and let the power just flow through you. Or you can try to control it. So you use the power, but you don't give in.
Well, I'm the dom in this relationship as established, so
Okay.
I'm going to not give in
Okay.
and use the power.
All right, roll me a wisdom saving throw.
I'm good at those. GeekDice gave me advantage earlier. Can I use it?
Yeah. Okay. Oh my god, that was gonna be really bad. That you turned that nat 1, which was a 7, into a dirty 24. Okay.
Wow.
Thank you, GeekDice.
The gambit.
Okay, excellent. So you're trying to control this thing, and for a split second, you feel this sort of piercing sensation in your heart, but you manage to shake it off, and you control this thing. All right, you can make this attack at advantage.
Ooh, nice.
Okay, nice. You do 5 damage. So you bring your club down. Blong. It definitely, you see chunks flying. It has taken a heavy blow here.
Nice.
Anything else for you?
No.
Okay, very good. Garen, it's your turn.
All right. So Garen is going to use cunning. Okay. Oh yeah. Use a cunning action to disengage, and then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Move back here and fire on the pink jelly.
Okay.
With a short bow, because he literally has piercing or slashing. That's it.
Okay, jeez, look at all the numbers. All right, so you attacked which one? The pink one?
The pink one. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, it only has 4 hit points. So you drive your arrow right into it and just it is gone.
All right.
Anything else for you?
Nope. That's bonus move and attack. I'm
Okay.
done.
It is now Friend's turn.
Friend is going to fly in. Come on, token. Fly in, flap in the face of the red dot creature, and then fly back out. Basically, to use the help action for whoever attacks that one next.
Okay, very good. Pull back to the top of the order. You see that this smaller jelly in front of Arlen is very, very heavily damaged. You see the 2 larger ones are slowly lurching forward.
Well, Pole will step up and whack that one with his quarterstaff.
Yeah, do it. You gotta be an 8. That's it. You got this.
Hey, I beat it.
9. That's what you needed. 2.
There you go. Dong.
Dong. Okay. God. Okay. It looks like it's holding on to its last
Just
pseudopod.
barely hanging in there.
Barely.
Limply.
Mhm.
I just spread it across the ground like peanut butter.
Oh jeez. Okay, it is now its turn. It's gonna try to slap you, Pole. Does a 15 hit you?
Yep.
Okay. You take 11 bludgeoning damage and 2 acid damage as this very tiny pseudopod hits you, and you see some of this like liquid as it transfers. It kind of sizzles at your clothes and your skin just a little bit.
No, my pirate suit.
You see these other two, 5, 10. It'll dash 15, 20, 5, 10, 15. All right. You see them very slowly lurching forward. They do not move quickly at all, which makes them so easy to hit. It is now Finn's turn.
I totally forgot to roll for Penny's initiative.
Okay, we'll just have Penny. We'll just have Penny go at the very end after Garen. What do you want
Cool.
Penny to do? We'll add her in real quick.
She'll do the same thing as friend and swoop in to give assist to people.
Okay. Which one do you want her to swoop into?
I guess this big one now over here.
Okay, sounds good. All right. So you see Penny just swooping on in. Finn, it is now your turn.
Finn was actually thinking of going over to attack that one since it seems like there was not left of the red one and Pole's got it under control. But now that they're in front of me, I'm just going to turn right around and go hiya with Dwayne.
Sounds good. All right, that's absolutely a hit. It's a dirty 20, 15 bludgeoning damage. Wow. Okay.
Big
Slap. All right.
big slap.
Yeah, you literally see, as you bring Dwayne down, like literally a third of it just sort of washes away into the swamp all around you. Anything else?
I think that's all I can do.
Okay, KayBee.
Charge. 5, 10, 15. And gonna have to do what we have to do. Use the sword on the big one. Big yellow
Okay.
dot.
Okay.
And what I'm gonna do is nope, it's too far away. That's not helpful. Yeah, I'm just gonna use the sword.
Okay, you do get to do this at advantage because Penny is swooping in and doing the help action.
Excellent.
Okay.
So that would be hit with the 21 for 14 points.
Very nice. So
And then with my bonus action, I'm going to have Poke use a force rend.
okay. So as you hit it, again, it splits into 2 here.
Okay. I think that's a hit.
Yep, beats an 8.
For 4 points of force damage on
Okay.
the yellow dot.
Yes. As you do, it splatters everywhere. It's still up. Oops. Anything else for you?
Nope.
All right. Arlen, it's your turn. You see these small slimes just forming everywhere.
Yeah. I will hit the red one with my club again.
Okay. Do a wisdom save.
I have to do this every time?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. That's a 14. Yeah, you're good.
Is that
Go
good
ahead.
enough?
Roll it.
Okay.
Attack at advantage.
Okay.
D'Angelo, thank you for the raid. Welcome on in, raiders.
D'Angelo.
Hello.
E. D'Angelo from the internet?
Yeah.
Wow.
That underscore D'Angelo, who has
Yeah.
a Kickstarter coming up in April for his original TTRPG system based on like incredible like stuff called Emerald Templars. That D'Angelo?
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
check
that
him
one.
out. All right. Yeah. All right. Okay. Slap. It's dead. 6 damage. You bring your club down It vibrates violently in your hand, but you're still managing to keep hold on it, keep control over it, bending it to your will. Anything else for you?
I'm gonna cast Spiritual Weapon.
Okay.
As a bonus action,
Yes.
and I'll have it appear here. It's gonna look like a spiritual version of the sea lily that just crashes into creatures.
I love it. Oh, that's so awesome.
And it's gonna hit. No, it's gonna hit the yellow one.
Okay.
I heard that.
I heard kitty.
I heard kitty.
Yes, Max is saying hi and adjusting my
Oh.
microphone.
I don't think that should have been at advantage.
No, unfortunately, 7's not a hit. Okay. Garen, it is now your turn.
All right. And I guess Garen will not sure he feels comfortable going into the swamp during the fight. So he would probably stay where he is and shout behind and fire on purple.
Okay. Very good. All right, a 16 absolutely hits. It does not have an ally of yours near it, so you won't get the sneak attack. So it takes 10 piercing damage. Yep.
That's what the different ones were. I was trying to remember how I had 2 different damage rolls.
If you hover over it, it says sneak attack on it.
Yes. That's right.
Okay, so it takes 10 piercing damage as you twing. It slams right into it and it goes wobble, 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 wobble. Anything else for you?
Yeah, I think Garen would try to put some distance between it and himself and move back this way.
Okay. Very good. Penny, it's your turn. What do you want to do?
Penny's going to do an aid another action against the one with the yellow dot.
Okay, very good. Flutter, flutter. She says,
Stop hitting my friends.
okay, it is now Friend's turn.
Brenda's gonna fly down and wake up quick, and then flutter in the in the face of this creature to give advantage to whoever attacks the purple dot next.
Quick shakes his head and he runs over here. Totally alert and helping you because he's going to defend you with his life. He says nothing because he doesn't speak.
Okay.
Hiya! He rolls a 10. He does 4 damage. Oh, okay, it's piercing.
yeah.
It's fine. He drives his war pick into it. It wobbles. Pull. It's your turn. Did I skip some? No, pull. Yeah.
Well, Pole's gonna go over there and help quick.
Yes.
I'll bap that one. My trusty stick.
Yes, do it.
Or not.
Wow, 7.
I'll use my natural 20.
Okay, all right. So you get the choice of either rolling twice or we double your damage. What do you want to do?
I think I'll double my damage because my damage isn't great.
Okay, so go ahead and click on the word quarterstaff under 7. Okay, so take 6 damage. It's a pretty good blow as you slap it into the jelly.
It's the hardest I ever hit anyone, I think.
Yeah. You see Quick just kind of give you an appreciative nod. Anything else for you? Okay. It's the jelly's turn. These tiny jellies will try to slap. This one's to Finn. Ooh, that's a 20. You take 8 bludgeoning damage and 5 piercing damage for a total of 13. Wow, that's a lot of damage. You're boing.
Yep, of course I'm take all the damage.
And then this blue one is going to hit Arlen. Boing. Oh, God. It rolled a 9. And then I'm going to have this... Do I have any nat 20s? I do not. Shit. Okay. we'll have the very large one.
Were you gonna use a natural 20 against me?
No.
No.
All right, rolls a 6 as it tries to hit quick. Nothing happens. Okay, Finn, it is now your turn.
All right. So, well, they kind of moved on me a bit.
I think you have advantage on yellow dot because of Penny.
Yes. So with these jellies being separate, would they be considered two different enemies? Sort of the same enemy?
They are two separate.
Because I just realized what I had, and I guess it didn't really come into play until they started breaking up. And I'll put it in chat. I have Horde Breaker, where I can hit one, and then immediately after I can hit another, sort of to like break the horde. So I was wondering if I could use that to attack both the yellow and the. Okay.
Yes, absolutely. So Horde Breaker reads, once on each of your turns when you make a weapon attack, you can make another attack with the same weapon against a different creature that is within 5 feet of the original target and within range of your weapon. Absolutely, that's exactly what this is for.
Heck yeah, let's
Sweet.
go.
Yeah. Okay, you will have to make a separate attack for the other one.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
you take out this first one, no problem. And then you take out the next one.
Oh, do I? Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
only has armor
That's
class of
fair.
8.
Oh, okay.
So
nice.
describe to me as you do like a wham, wham.
He's noticing that we've been like bashing on these things, and depending on who's hitting, or even it doesn't matter who's really hitting, they seem to be splitting apart. And he's like, you know what, we're done with this. And so he takes Dwayne and goes bam, bam, and then just like squishes them both at the same time to just kind of stop them from like going apart from each other. So
Yeah.
they don't like, yeah. And that's basically what
pro.
happens.
Yes. Absolutely. Give him the 1-2 combo. All right. You
Big
do have a
combo.
movement left.
Well then I guess I'll move as best I can over to the purple one.
Okay.
Can I go there?
5, 10, 15, 20. Yep, absolutely.
Okay.
Okay. KayBee, it is your turn.
So I've been watching Finn. How badly hurt is Finn? Finn's been hit a couple times now, right?
Finn's been hit once, but it was a good chunk of damage. He's okay-ish.
Okay, well, I'm a little bit worried about Finn, so I'm going to follow Finn. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I get up to 40 feet with poke. I'm going to come in right there, and actually, I'm not going to go right there. I'm going to go right here.
Okay.
And I'm going to unleash a little bit of fire. Use a firebolt.
Ooh. Okay.
Only 4 points.
Yes.
And then I guess I'm going to move in, use my bonus action, and have poke use a force rend.
Okay. Very good. Absolutely. You see the fire burn away some of this strange Newtonian fluid.
And that's a miss.
That's a miss. 7 is a miss. Very, very close, though. All right. Arlen, it is your turn.
All right. So as a bonus action, I'll move my spiritual weapon over here.
Okay.
And strike at this little boy, this sweet baby child.
Yes. The pretty boy.
That's gonna be a 19 to hit.
Absolutely. Takes 8 force damage.
And then I will move over here.
Mhm.
And I am going to strike it with my club again.
Yes. Roll me a wisdom save. Ooh.
Zombie gave me advantage.
Hooray.
That.
Yes, that was a nat 1 into a 7. 18. Okay, you're fine. Go ahead and attack at advantage.
Okay. Thank you, zombie.
I figured it might happen again.
Okay, that's 7 damage. Very good. Yeah. So again, you feel that pang in your heart. And you're able to just bull through it. You hunker down, you steel yourself, and you dominate the weapon once again. Very good. Anything else for you?
That will be it.
Okay. Garen, it is now your turn. You see that this ooze-like creature is very, very badly damaged. It is the only
Alright.
thing left.
So I'd say since Finn has made a comment every time Garen is fired near him as he's attacking something, he'll oblige him and move around to attack this direction and fire his short bow.
Okay. That is more than enough. As you do 19 piercing damage here, tell me what this looks like.
I'd say Garen, as he skirts around, his coat fluttering behind him, he very quickly pulls the arrow up, looses it, and it flies right near KayBee and Polk as they're fighting it, and slams right into it, and then it just melts.
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
Very good. Yes, as it begins to melt, you realize that there is a bit of a hush that has washed over this area. It seems that the various croaking and creaking things have more or less fled in the wake of combat here. So for a moment, there is an eerie silence as you see the remnants of this strange creature, this ooze or something. It does begin to slowly seep into the ground. What does everyone want to do?
And are you okay, man? You look like you're hurt pretty bad.
Yeah, I'm hurt a bit. Yeah.
Can I give you some leaves? And I reach into my pouch. I got a fistful of leaves. Make you
we
feel better.
Are we rolling them up, or what are we doing with those leaves?
Just stand still.
Okay.
They take and I throw this handful of leaves at Finn. They kind of flutter in the air and they settle on him and they move around like they're spiders. Very mechanically. They move around like they're spiders and they crawl around on his shoulders. They pause it up. One leaf looks up at him, and then they shimmer and they melt into him with sparkles floating off as we give him a cure wounds.
I'm made of leaves.
I'm going to cast that at second level.
Okay.
For 14 points of healing.
Very good.
I think that's about what I lost.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, so Finn, you feel much better as you're restored to full hit points. You see Quick kind of sitting down, shaking it off.
Thank you. I've never seen leaves used like that before, but that was fun.
Oh, it kind of looks like you're hurt too. How are you feeling?
Who, me? Oh, well, it messed up my shirt.
I know.
It's all, I have this white cream-colored pirate shirt, and now it's got this big yellow stain down the front. It's pretty gross. But
Are
also
you
hurt a little bit. Yeah, I guess I'm hurt too.
Yeah, I think you need some leaves too.
All right.
Do another cure wounds at first level.
Okay.
9
good.
points.
Very good. You instantly
this is
start to
good.
feel better.
These leaves do wonders.
Nice leaves.
Garen, as the party here are kind of like beginning to close ranks and begin to dress their wounds and things, you are kind of closer to the water line here. And as you're trying to like balance yourself and perhaps move forward so you can join your party members, you step into what is some very soft earth, and it just completely gives away. And you end up falling face first into the mud here. As you're kind of sitting up, you feel a little shaken because it kind of takes you off guard. You didn't expect that to happen. And as you come up, there's something about you that might have changed that you aren't quite sure of just yet. You've drawn the Fool card. You have to choose to lose something. It's up to you what this will be. Some examples are a memory, a sense, a bond, whatever you like. It can be as abstract as you like, but you lose something in that moment. Now I'll give you a moment to think about that. Arlen, what are you doing? As the combat begins to end, you see your spiritual weapon just whoosh away, and the weapon in your hand begins to slowly stop humming, and it goes to sleep.
Kind of like sling the club across my back once more. As KayBee is going around healing the others, Arlen will just place a hand on herself and cast Cure Wounds at a 2nd level.
Okay. So that's 11.
And after that, she'll just kind of look around. All right. Is there anything much else in this area? She'll maybe like walk and kind of look where the jellies were to see if they left anything behind. But
You do see that there are visible remnants of the jelly if you want to collect some of this liquid-like substance. It's very mucusy. It's very gross. But
great
other
on
than that,
sandwiches.
maybe
It's not what you think.
it's
No.
not.
It's not.
But besides
God damn
that,
it.
nothing really.
Okay. All right. Well, should we continue on?
Well, before we
Well-
go,
Hmm.
since it's getting dangerous, I didn't think it was gonna get so dangerous so fast. I got a trick that will help us keep safe. But y'all gotta listen.
Stop, drop, and
And-
roll.
No, it's just a
Oh.
song I learned to play, and he's going to start playing a song about how brave we are and how we can't be stopped, and we are the champions, my friend. And
Yes, yes. I think I've known this song.
and I'm gonna use. It takes 10 minutes, but it'll give
Okay.
everybody some temporary hit points.
Ooh.
Okay.
I like just this idea of Paul calling everybody over. It's like, no, guys, I'm gonna play this song just to teach you to be more careful. And then you don't tell us this is gonna be a 10-minute song. So like you start, it's kind of like Freebird of we're just like, is it over?
It's
Is it over?
epic.
And then it like picks back up.
One more time.
One more time.
Oh my god. I love that. Just
Right?
10 minutes. Yep. Yeah. You all feel great.
So
Um,
you get 9 temporary hit points.
Nice.
That's a
Oh,
Thank you.
lot.
I
Wow.
will.
It's worth
I
it.
will take that. Thank
That
you.
is very good.
Does
Yes.
everybody get
Oops.
those?
Yep.
Yep.
Up to 6.
Yeah.
People.
Including, it could be even including quick.
Mhm.
Ooh.
Yep.
And
That would be-
friend. Now he's a chunky bird.
Chonky bird.
No, because there's
Yeah.
5 of us.
5 of us
You
and
get to
1
6.
companion.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
I don't want to get in trouble, so I'm going to give it to Penny.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Smart.
Penny's right. Penny's like,
I need everything I can to save you.
okay.
That's right. Friends forever, Penny.
Friends forever. And then you do like a super secret, like, friendship handshake.
Friendship handshake.
Yeah. Garen, you feel great, but you're covered in mud. What did you lose?
You know, between Garen being completely oblivious to everything when we got here, being caught completely off guard by these jellies, I'm going to say the scout has lost his confidence.
Oh, okay. So as you peel yourself from the mud, you do feel in your gut shaken. Even as not stirred, just a little shaken. So even as this song is sung, you don't feel it quite hit you as well as it might otherwise. Garen joins the group sopping wet, but otherwise unharmed. I think this will be a good time for us to take a quick break. So we will take about 5 minutes to grab some snacks, do a little stretch, and we encourage all of you to do the same. So we will be back here very shortly. We're back, everybody. So, with your wounds bandaged and gathered here together, you are amidst the remnants of these strange ooze-like creatures. What would you like to do?
I keep forgetting all of the ranger stuff that I can do. There is a thing called, what was it? Researcher? I don't know if that'll apply to this. To kind of figure out what these things are.
Let me have a look at your character sheet real quick.
I posted it in chat. And it looks like I hit skip on a
Okay,
couple letters by
when
accident.
you attempt to learn or recall a piece of lore, if you do not know the information, you have to know where and whom can obtain from it. Okay. Go ahead and roll me a history check.
Okie dokie.
Okay, with an 8. Even with an 8, so you don't recall what these creatures are. It does definitely seem like a type of ooze. You know that very much. You get the sense that these sort of creatures, a person who might know more about it is, for example, the wizard that's in town, Kelladek.
Our best friend, the wizard.
Oh God, not him!
The one that you robbed from.
If
After
all
he
you
robbed
hear,
from us.
He robbed from us first.
That's fair.
all you hear is you see Finn looking at this ooze, studying this ooze. All of a sudden, you hear him in a very loud, angry voice going, "Oh, damn it, not him!" And that's it.
Everything okay over there, Finn?
I was trying to figure out answers to this, and the answers are not. Well, I'm not gonna like the answers that I'm going to get. We would have to go and find Kelladek.
Well, we already need to find him, but why?
He knows what the stuff is.
Guy's a jerk.
That's too, yeah. So yeah, he unfortunately holds the answer to this. If we ever want to find out what this goo is, or if you don't care to find out what this peanut butter goo is, then we can. It doesn't matter. But unfortunately, it's him we have to go to.
I mean, I don't like not understanding, but
I kind of
There's
want to
a
know
lot
what
of
it is, but I just
Yeah.
wish there was another way around it.
yeah. But I also know there's a lot in this world I will never understand.
The
Oh, that's
lizard
true.
folk might know a bit more, but honestly, it's
True.
not the most important thing. I mean, they're dead now, so
I suppose.
Yes.
Good job, everybody.
Thank you, KayBee. Oh, well,
Yeah, good. Yeah.
unless anyone found anything within, 'cause all I see is goo. Like, as he's investigating, does he see anything other than goo? It's
There's
just goo,
no.
okay.
Yeah, you've investigated the campsite, which seems very old. You found very large eggshells, but they're very, very old.
Paul, do you think that maybe the frogs know what these goo? No, they probably don't know.
Well, I don't know. There's these big eggs, and those things, they kind of look like big runny egg yolks, right? So maybe, well, I don't know.
I wonder if, like, lizard folk, are their babies born in eggs? That could be interesting.
I would think so, because
did I?
most lizards have eggs.
Does it look like a nest? Kind of look around. Does it look like there might have been a nest here?
It's really hard to tell. Go ahead and
Okay.
roll me investigation.
Did I hear any
Investigation.
stories from my parents or anything about creatures that were like this?
Go ahead and roll me a history check.
28
Yeah.
investigation.
Okay. With a 28 investigation, you surmise that, yes, very likely lizard folk lay eggs, but as you're looking around here, you don't see any signs of nests. However, your investigation is high enough to also determine that water levels in swamps rise and swell and drain pretty often. So it doesn't indicate that there may have never been nests here before.
I'm
It's
I'm gonna
inconclusive.
use a blessing.
Okay, yes. Turn that 12 into a 12. Very good. Okay. With the 12, you know about oozes in general. You know that they are very strange creatures that can be found in all sorts of nooks and crannies in the world. Some of them are made by magical means. Some of them are just naturally occurring. They're just sort of these aberration-like creatures, these monstrosities that just exist. They tend to just try to eat things. They're not very intelligent. But beyond that, you don't know their specific kind. You don't know the differences between them. You haven't studied oozes that much in depth.
All right. I'm sure we've all killed oozes here and there. It's not that interesting. We should just move on.
All right, no. If there's L over as you say they are, then yeah, probably. I don't remember, but either way, this isn't why we're here. And Finn will kind of like get up and kind of move around here, and he'll be like, "Well, which way are we going?"
I think Tully has something that's like a small ooze in that box of his.
Hmm,
Go ask him when we get back to the ship.
we could.
I guess we keep going on the trail, right?
Where is the trail?
Yeah.
That is my question. Where is the trail?
Well, who's the Pathfinder here?
Garen will
Garen,
know.
just Garen, you were leading the way before. Just get
Mhm.
on it again.
Right. Yeah, I lost track of where we were in the fighting.
All
Can
right.
I keep? Oh my!
Oh,
that's not helping
nice.
me fit with the role play.
I know, I was like, you feel shaken. I was gonna say, roll this at disadvantage, but it doesn't fucking matter. You rolled a
I'm rolling
nat
survival.
20 and a 25. Okay,
Garen
yeah.
has expertise on survival. I would have to roll below 10 to have it be anywhere near low.
So I think what happens here is you do still feel that shake in your confidence. As you're kind of being asked these things of you, you're looking around and you're panicking a little bit, but like you just start to move and like your instinct kicks in. Like you're kind of overthinking it, and that is what's making you a bit uncertain in yourself, but your body's already starting to step in the direction you need to go.
I guess this way. He steps off.
And Finn falls right behind.
It's a map.
It is a map.
All right. So with that nat 20 survival, you do manage to find a safe path through the marsh. You eventually, after great many hours of travel, begin to reach a fjord. And it is here that you find basically the fork of a very small body of water just rushing forward. It is a little too deep to simply just wade across. You will definitely have to swim. What would you like to do here?
I bet you KayBee could build us a raft or something.
Said it's too deep to swim.
No, you can swim it. It's deep enough that you
Oh.
have to swim.
I just swim.
Okay.
Can you guys not swim?
Well,
Oh,
I can swim, but I mean, a raft is better. I thought you might like making a raft.
That sounds like a lot of work.
No, it's
I
fine.
can-
It's fine, KB. We can swim it.
Yeah, it'll clean up this mustardy
True,
stuff.
true. We get all the peanut butter goo off.
You know, I'm not really a big navigator, a boat captain, but we could have just rowed the boat up this river, right?
Well,
No,
so
it's too shallow.
yeah.
Boat is too big for
Mhm.
this.
Oh, I hate those days. It's too shallow for boats, but it's too deep to walk across. Sounds complicated.
Yeah.
I can escort each of you as you're swimming just to make sure you don't get lost or drown or anything. But swimming's nice. Everyone
mean-
likes a good swim.
I think after that we probably should. This would probably be the closest to a shower we would actually get. So yeah, I'm
Right.
okay with swimming.
Murky marsh water.
Well,
Yay.
Yeah.
or we'll get more dirty. I don't know.
Penny's flying above and chuckling at everyone. So getting all wet and she's just flying.
I envy you sometimes, Penny.
Yes, with your wings.
Garen would
They are
actually
quite remarkable.
Garen would actually unstring his bow
Okay.
and coil the string into his hand and put it into some wax paper in his bag.
Mhm.
Because bowstrings and water don't get along.
Very good.
And then
I'm gonna go ahead and say, with Arlen's help, that you do all manage to cross the river, a small, very tiny stream, no problem. But you are all sopping wet.
I'm fine with that.
I'm paranoid about getting all swampy like this. I'm gonna check myself for leeches.
Okay. Yeah. So as you search yourself, you do not find any leeches. That goes for
Phew.
everybody.
Yay.
Garen would kind of pat himself down and kind of, and then restring his bow.
It's kind of nice to be out in the wilderness. It gets all stuffy being in the village.
Yeah, this is real adventure. It's active life.
Swish my
You
sword.
get used to it after a while, but yeah, it's pretty nice.
Makes you feel like a hero or something. Gives you stories to tell when you go back to town.
How we beat up the big blobs of yellow goo. Stuff like that.
Yeah, KayBee, maybe you can tell Jeff about killing the oozes and the various adventures we went on and impress him with your stories of heroism.
I think I impressed Jeff with stories of your leadership.
Oh, stop. That's very kind.
What should we call these things, though? They're not. I mean, calling it a big yellow blob of goo doesn't
Was
really
an
rhyme
ooze.
with anything. Ooze?
Ooze.
Ooze that.
We should make up a name and we say we created a monster.
All right.
Hmm.
As the group of you are making your way forward, can I get a perception check from our guide here? What is everyone doing? So you've been walking for hours, even after you have done your little swim here. How alert is everybody? What is everyone doing? It's been hours. You're tired and you're sopping wet.
Not tired. I'm riding.
KayBee is not tired.
Paul is playing a song on his lute to keep the time and keep us moving, keep everyone
Arlen's
energetic.
singing along really loudly. She's
Okay.
trying to make sure that these lizard folk see them coming.
Okay.
So Garen with a 17 perception is kind of moping along.
Okay, very good. Garen, you realize as the group of you are moving further into the marsh here that you are being watched. But perhaps by something a lot closer than any lizard folk. There's quite a bit of noise that is being stirred around you between Arlen singing and Pole playing. And you notice, Garen, that the croaking of creatures around you has increased quite a bit. It's been really subtle enough that no one else has noticed, but you have in particular. And you notice that from the water nearby as you're walking, small frog heads are slowly peering up, and the eyes are watching the group of you pass by. And then they sink back into the water.
Does it seem like there's an unusually large number?
So by small, I mean like humanoid size.
Oh, so not
Sorry.
small frogs?
Yeah, they're not small. Sorry.
Hmm. I think Garen would call to a stop and get everybody around. I've been noticing a lot of large frogs around us.
Oh, nice.
Hmm.
Want me to talk to him? See what's up.
Yeah, I think that'd be a good idea.
Ribbit. Ribbit.
Okay. Hold on. What do you speak? Okay. So your thing specifically for animals, correct?
Yeah, it wouldn't work for
Okay.
frog people or anything.
Yeah, so you speak out in frog. What do you try to communicate?
Hey, my froggy friends. How's things in the swamp? We've been just passing through. We're not looking to do any harm. If you could give a watch out for us, make sure nothing's stalking us, I'd be real happy about that. Might even be some bugs in it for you.
You don't see a response in the way the eyes are watching you. It almost seems to fall on deaf ears. All of a sudden, yes.
I was
KayBee.
gonna say, can the rest of us also see these eyes?
Yeah, as is being pointed out to you.
So, seeing these part of these creatures, can I determine their nature? Is that a nature check?
Yeah. Anybody who wants to do this check can do this check.
Oh, that looks exactly like something I saw before.
All right, that's a 24 nature from KayBee, a 12 from Pole, a 7 from Garen, 16 from Finn.
Garen, I think we're screwed.
Okay. So, I'm gonna say that the only one that recognizes anything, KayBee, you know.
Is that a bullywug?
Yeah.
Uh-oh, everybody prepare yourself for fighting.
As
Hopefully not.
As
Again?
KayBee says, prepare yourself for fighting. You hear a cacophony of croaking all around you as all of a sudden, whoosh, lurching out of the water, surrounding you at all sides are a bunch of bullywug.
And do they have party gear? Like jugs of mead and dancing shoes? No?
Here's his picture.
Yeah, and they're being friendly and cordial, right?
Nope.
Totally not going to stab us with these things, yes.
So they begin to wave their spears at you precariously, and just there is a just all of these deep, croaking, throaty sounds coming from these creatures as they're waving their weapons at you. But they don't attack.
I'll cast Comprehend Languages to see if I can understand what these dudes are saying.
Okay. What does it look like when you cast a spell?
um, it basically looks like he's cleaning his ears.
Very good. As you do, all of a sudden, you begin to comprehend what these bullywugs are trying to communicate. They say things to the manner of, "Cease thy approach! You may not enter this part of our domain. Turn away immediately! We do not have any treasure."
I'll give him the thumbs up, and I'll tell my party members that's what they're saying. This is their domain, and we should turn back, and they don't have any treasure.
We're not here for treasure.
We are here to meet with the lizard folk.
Yeah.
Well, I can't actually speak their language. I just understand it. But
You hear
did you see
another
any
one of them.
markings?
Sorry, you hear another one of them saying, "If you do not leave, you will feel the wrath of Gulpagor, our king. He will descend upon you with the fury of all of the marsh."
I once again
And
need
And
to
we
I
remind
have
just-
no treasure for you to take.
can I just point at the mountain,
Yes.
like trying to communicate we're going there?
One of them pokes you in the shin with a spear.
Before this goes any further, and because I keep forgetting I have things, I have this.
Okay. Speak with animals. Okay.
Would I be able to actually use this to?
If you want, you did hear a pole croaking at them earlier, and that didn't seem to do anything.
Yeah, that's exactly what I already have.
Oh, well then, okay. I thought maybe this would help me communicate with them.
No, they're not animals.
Yeah, so
Oh.
just paying
okay.
attention to what Pole has done, you would know this is not gonna work.
Right, never mind. I didn't do anything. It's fine.
It's fine.
But yeah, let's all
Um,
look towards where we're going, and wave goodbye to them, and maybe they'll just leave us alone.
Maybe we can bribe them. I got this nice fat gem. It's only
Sure.
worth a little bit, but it's
Yeah,
a nice
they
fat
said
gem.
they have no treasure, so maybe they would like to
Oh.
have some.
Maybe they like to
I
have
think
the treasure.
Probably saying that they don't have treasure because they do have treasure, but they don't want us to take it. But also, we're not interested in taking their treasure. We're just trying to go see the lizard folk.
Is there, Garen? Is there a path we can take where it's not directly like we can walk away from them? We're going to our destination, but we're not bothering them.
Well, likely, but it depends on
Where does-
what they
Wait,
claim.
I
as their
got an
territory.
idea.
Yeah.
Oh god.
I pull out my lute, and I start playing, and I make a little illusion of us walking towards the mountain peacefully and waving goodbye to them and to the bullywugs, and us not attacking them or taking their treasure.
Okay. So as you do this, roll
Oh.
me a performance at advantage.
Wow, that's actually really good.
Genius.
Right?
Big brain.
Okay, 16. Very good. As you do this, you feel yourself infused with the essence of Heward. You feel as if Heward's attention has been drawn to you, that his eye and his ear is in your service. And you begin to play this song, and the lute begins to weave this magic, this image before you. And immediately you see all of the bullywugs beginning to slowly lower their guard, lower their weapons as they kind of behold their eyes getting wider. And it does seem to have an effect on them. However, bursting from the nearby foliage comes a giant toad, of which on top is mounted a very well-dressed bullywug. And by that I mean thicker leathers and seems to be wearing a form of armor versus just clothing. and they are carrying a spear that is made of gold.
No treasure indeed.
Gulpagor, the king of the bullywugs, begins to launch immediately into a monologue, of which only Pole can understand. He
I'll
begins.
try and give a running commentary.
He begins to
What
boast.
language are they speaking?
Bullywug specifically.
Oh.
Yeah, he begins to boast of his prowess in battle, and it is a number of aggressive gestures and harsh croaks. Let's see how impressive it is. Where are you at? Okay, it's actually with a 16, it's actually quite alarming. Yeah.
Well, I think we should all, bow or curtsy or whatever you do and show signs of respect towards their great leader. He seems to think a lot of himself anyway. And maybe we'll be able to move along.
I'm not going to bow. I just am gonna start walking away, and I wave. Just like a
Okay.
small little wave.
Roll me a 1d20.
No.
Okay. All right. He begins to point his spear at Arlen as she's leaving, and he says something about the treasure being his. But he's not moving, and nobody else is moving.
Garen follows suit.
Same with
Thought they
them.
didn't have treasure.
Paul will bow deeply, and then he'll stand up and wave goodbye to them and follow Arlen and everybody else. He'll be the
Okay.
last to leave.
Very good. Yeah, so all of you just walk away from these bullywugs, and they don't follow you whatsoever.
Mm.
And as the group of you are continuing along this path heading towards the mountain, this sort of strange sneeze. This strange encounter just kind of sits in the back of your mind, and
Where on the map did this happen? Was it like back here?
I will
Or
mark it for you. I'll make it green. It was about here.
okay.
So, you are continuing along, and we'll say that you are about at the fork of this path. You find that there is that less traveled path that is heading towards the closer side of the mountain to you, and then there is the more worn and beaten visible path that snakes around the side of a mountain.
So, boss, what do you think we're gonna find when we get there and we talk to them?
We're probably going to find some lizard folk. And they will be a bit defensive at first, but then Finn will talk to them and say that we're here to help them in their efforts against the the player forgot the word.
Oh, those Sahagan people.
Against the Sahagan, and then hopefully they'll lighten up a little bit, and we'll get to speak with them a little bit more casually about what's happening and where the Sahagan are and what we can do.
You have the best plans.
Arlen, as the group of you are coming up to this fork here, Garen, you're leading the way, and you realize that you're going to have to make a decision soon here of which way you want to go. Arlen, you feel a sense of confidence. As you're kind of looking up, you see a star streak across the sky in the midday. You have drawn the moon card. You get
When
to
did I
make.
draw a card?
Is it you?
Wait,
It's not you.
wait, is that me?
No, not Finn. I
Oh
had
God!
I
damn
had
it.
Garen. Oh, it was KayBee. KayBee, did you give yourself a card?
I
you did.
had dropped five subscriptions.
I told you to pick
And
a
you told me to choose somebody, and somebody said choose yourself, and I did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
KayBee!
Choose
You made-
yourself.
You
made
see a
the rigging
star!
God damn it!
Oh,
KayBee,
I
you
like
see a
stars.
star.
Totally mooned you.
Until you look up in the
Not that-
sky, it's
not that kind of
giant
star.
goblin ass. The constellation of giant goblin ass. You get to make one wish right now. What are you wishing for right now?
I know exactly what I want to wish for. I want to remind people. I think it was session 2. I didn't know what a star card was, and I made a wish. The wish that I made is I wished I had a small kid I could give my rabbit to. So my wish,
Wish upon a star. I wish that our ship was really strong and it was infused with natural energy and it would heal any damage.
Ooh.
Okay. Yeah.
Wow.
The star just streaks across the sky and then is gone.
And it collides with the boat, and it's
If wishes only came true.
You all look out into like the horizon and you just see your boat just blow up. Just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. Yeah, nothing happens immediately around you. Arlen and Garen, you do come across this fork.
Yeah, so that way would be the entrance you said you wanted to go to, Arlen.
Right. The plan is to take the more used path. Again,
Right,
we're not
more
trying
visible.
to surprise them or cause them to think that we're trying to ambush them.
I don't think we're
Right.
supposed to interact with them unless need be, though.
Was that something?
I thought we were supposed to seek them and look at them and try not to interact with them unless necessary.
Well, it was kind of presented to you as if you can get away with not being seen and just do some scouting, you can do that, but if you do get discovered it's supposed to be a diplomatic interaction if that is the case. You do know that Arlen was seen.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I
As
guess, yeah,
interactive.
that's right. That changed the whole thing. Never mind. That's right. Okay, yeah, never mind. That's right. Your whole debacle. We'll go ahead and we'll go forward with the most used path.
Yes.
You
Arlen
do
tried to.
Go ahead.
Sorry,
Mhm.
I was gonna say when Arlen tried to solo the mission and got caught.
I was scouting.
Garen,
Garen.
as you're kind of like beginning to lead everyone towards the more traveled path, you do notice that there are some unusual grooves in the ground heading towards the C entrance, the letter C entrance, the less traveled path. There are these strange like drag marks that are unusual, and they seem to be perhaps a long, heavy body of some kind.
Does anybody know,
Gonna
are
stop.
these lizard folks footprints?
They're definitely not
Right.
lizard folk footprints.
Do you think they're Sahagin footprints?
I don't know.
I wouldn't know.
Arlen, do you know what Sahagin footprints look like? Do they have flippers?
I bet they have webbed feet.
Do I?
I'm gonna say no.
Not
think we
even
should
with the 12 history check.
You look at the ground. There's like an indent in the ground. It could be like 20 different things. So it just
Yeah, that-
depends on your imagination, I suppose.
That could be Sahagan tracks, but it could be a couple of other things as well. I wouldn't be too concerned.
I would like to investigate.
Okay. Go ahead and investigate.
Okay. Max, I need to see on the other side of you, kitty.
Oh. No D&D.
Your familiar is trying to give you the help action.
16.
Really?
Okay. Yeah, it just seems like it's something with a long belly.
Hmm.
Oh, there was
The Naga from World of
something.
Warcraft.
There was some kind of a
Like a snake
long
or
belly.
something.
Large snake, yeah. That's what I'm
Or an alligator.
thinking. Maybe. I haven't encountered them much.
Well, there was one right in Saltmarsh.
Yeah, but it wasn't on land.
That's true. Was
Yeah,
it a
but it's
crocodile or an alligator? I don't know what the difference is.
region mostly. Yeah, I don't. Do I see any tracks besides the drag marks?
Yes. With the 16, you do see that there are definitely lizard folk tracks that go both ways.
There are lizard folk tracks here as well, both to and from.
Right. Well, perhaps it's something that's working with the lizard folk.
Yeah. It might
Yeah.
be the. Might be better to go down the one where they're coming to and from.
Well, I'm convinced we have to make a decision. What are we going to do?
We're going this way.
I
agree.
vote for the. Yeah. I vote for the. Where we see the lizard folk to and from tracks
We're
that
heading
way.
into D.
Okay.
Lizard
more
folk to and
traveled path.
from. Yeah, I
More
thought
traveled
lizard.
path.
I thought lizard folk to and from was to sea.
There's lizard folk tracks going to both of them.
Okay.
The only unique thing here is the long tracks going to sea.
The long belly like
Yeah.
drag.
Okay. So you begin to follow the well-traveled path.
Mm-hmm.
And as you do, you come upon this marshy mountain. You can see that there appears to be a lair built into the scenery here. The further you get, you can make out more of its details. It seems to be mostly of simplistic design using basic materials from the nearby marsh. You can see that the lair itself is made mostly of wood and rammed earth. As you're coming up,
So it's like a platform.
yes, that is what you can see right now. You see that there is a door, a very large door, stout and wooden. There are a number of shrubs and tall grasses kind of growing all throughout the area. As you're kind of coming a little further out of the marsh and more into a heavy vegetation.
Do we see any signs of activity? Hear sound, see smoke?
Go ahead and roll me investigation.
I'll try my best.
Okay, with
18.
an 18, you definitely hear people on the other side. You can see just looking at the door, it's unlocked.
Finn, do you hear that? Is that draconic? Listen closely.
Finn listens closely.
Mm-hmm. It is absolutely draconic.
Can Finn from this distance understand what they're saying?
Do you want to go close to the door to listen in?
Yes.
Roll me a stealth check.
Oh boy.
You're good at stealth, right?
Actually, yeah. Actually, yeah.
Okay, 8.
Nice.
You are wearing heavy armor.
Oh.
So as Finn kind of creeps forward, ear pressing against the door, you lean against the door a little too hard, and it just swings open. And
Oops.
you see inside a mostly bare room with 2 wooden benches sitting opposite of each other on longer walls. There are a handful of lizard folk in this room, lounging, and as the door opens, 5 heads turn towards you. And that is where we're going to end our session for today.
Oh no! I tripped.
That'll be fine.
Dinner is served.
Well, thank you so much, everyone, for being here. Thank you for another awesome session. We are finally here at the Lizard Folk Lair, and we'll find out next time what's going to happen, how this is all going to go down, this very important, very dicey mission that we're on.
Yay.
So we're going to go around real quick. Please tell us who you are, where we can find you, and give us a star or tell us your favorite part of today's episode. And we'll start with Emma.
Hi, my name's Emma, also known as Emma Panada. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter at Emma Panada. I run TTRPGs on my Twitch channel, and I shitpost on Twitter. So follow whichever one interests you more. I'm also writing a TTRPG called All the Witches. It's in very early development, but you can find it at allthewitches_ on Twitter. And yeah, it's gonna be a cool time. I would like to give my star to Godfather for the beautiful attempted lack of confidence roleplay in the swamp or the camp where he's just like, oh, I lost the path. I'm not sure. Not 20.
Yeah.
That was so funny.
Yeah, I knew it was going to be a hard one to do with Garen's
Yeah.
survival and perception.
You tried, buddy.
I was going to give you disadvantage too to help you, but it wouldn't have
both
helped. Yeah, the lower one was 25 or something.
Yeah. Wild.
Sheesh. Awesome. Thank you so much. Next we have KayBee, GeekDice.
Hey, I'm GeekDice. You can find me here. Yeah, and I think my favorite moment is discovering I could give myself a card and get a wish. Yay!
Yay!
He does
Sorry,
that all the time.
New tactic.
Sorry, I gave that to. I tried giving it to Emma. Oops.
So I just want to encourage all of our audience members, join us in Discord. Jump in and participate in the community. We have some D&D games that we'll talk about, and we're always looking for more folks to join us, and we look forward to meeting and playing D&D with you. Please join us.
Yeah. Thank you. Yes. Did you say your favorite part?
I did, giving myself a card.
Oh, okay. Great. Excellent. Next, GodfatherWraith.
Hi, I'm GodfatherWraith. I really don't have a social media presence, so you'll pretty much just find me here in Stella's chat or in other members of the community that also stream. So, oh, and my star goes to the forming of the rules of No Clothes Day. That
Yes.
was awesome. I loved it.
It's not gonna be weird for us at any point.
No. It's only weird if you make it weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Next, we have Indigris.
I am Indigris on lots of different social media places. Especially I'm on Itch, where I post up little games that I make and stories that I write. So if you go there, you can download stuff for free or pay what you want. My most recent one is a game called Monster of the Month that you can play using a calendar as a game board. And very, very soon, next couple of months probably, I'm going to be posting an RPG that I made many, many years ago. But I'm finally going to actually put it on the internet somewhere in a nice PDF format. And I'm, as part of my art collective's Choose Your Own Way Day, I'm going to make a short story set in the same universe as my Law of the Jungle role-playing game. So that I'll put them both out sort of on the same week, probably, like I said, in a couple of months. So check out my itch. You'll find it there. And my favorite moment of today was, there were a lot. I think I also agree that the very quick depression of of GodfatherWraith was epic. But other than that, so many good moments. I think I'm gonna just go with the part where we left the big frog daddy hanging after he's telling us how cool he is, and we were just like, peace. And just keep walking up the mountain.
In fact, we have music change. We have like just sort of like real quick flat, like, you know, cut scene in the middle of the credits, and we see this like small, very tiny base that's being built around this treasure that's been found. You see Gulpagor up top of his giant frog mount, overseeing the collection of this treasure. We see that there are 325 platinum pieces kind of mounted together, and on top of all of these coins is a helmet. And the helmet begins to gently glitter. And then the screen fades to black.
We gotta go back, guys.
What does it mean? You don't know. You're not there.
It means it's cursed, and we're lucky that we now regret it.
The helmet of sweet frog lovin'.
Oh no, you definitely don't need that on the sea lily.
Speak frog to me, baby.
Oh dear God. Imagine if that got into Tully's hands. Y'all would be screwed.
No.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Next we have Zombie.
Hello, I am Jacob. I'm Zombie. I'm Z. I'm any of those three names you like to call me. I'm the lore keeper and Captain Z of the Good Ship Clip. I probably do too many clips, but that's up to your own discretion. You can find me on Twitter at ZombieFighter89. You find me possibly on Twitch, probably starting at the end of the month with all the Kirby-ness. Twitter is where you'll mostly find me. You will mostly see me do one of three things. I'll either retweet something D&D, retweet something Kirby, or tweet out whatever random game thing that I'm tweeting out for the group here. Favorite part for me is probably going to be the whole naked party thing, where it's like, oh, we can have a naked day. Okay, it's when you're off the boat. Okay, fine. So that was that'll be something fun to come back to when we possibly see everybody on board naked when we come back. Who knows? But yeah, so yeah, that was my favorite sort of moment of the whole thing. Also, you can catch me on YouTube at Nice Nirvana at 8 p.m. Eastern, where myself and B Street Holmes, who's in the other game, along with Emma and myself, where we're in that Witchlight campaign, which will be here next week. Which that'll be a whole lot of fun as well.
Excellent, thank you. And we get one last cut scene.
No, we don't. No.
Yes, we do.
No.
You have a card, Zombie.
No, I don't.
Yes,
we don't remember
do.
this.
It's right here. Okay. So we have a real quick scene. Finn, you are standing in front of the open door. The 5 lizard folk see you.
Oh, no.
All of a sudden, they grab you. They pull you in. The door slams shut.
Oh,
you have
shit,
drawn the
no.
void card. Yeah.
Oh, of course I would hit the void card. The fucking can't stealth into a door.
Yeah. You were just walking into my trap.
Yep.
I knew exactly what was going to happen. Hello everyone, I'm Stella Luna. If this is the first time that we're meeting, hello, welcome. Hope you had a good time. If you enjoy the content that you've seen here, a free way that you can support us and encourage more of this content is to hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button, that way you get notifications for when more content gets released. This game, Secrets of Saltmarsh, is one of our 2 Patreon campaigns. Our Patreon campaigns are every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Secrets of Saltmarsh is every other week, so you can catch us not next week, but the week afterwards, starting at 8. For me, if you want to see more of me, I will be back here on Friday at 9 p.m. for Unbound, which is our spicy, hot NPC romancing simulator that is also just D&D. But,
the best game on Friday nights. I promote it every time I'm here, but it's worth promoting every single time.
Thank you.
If you want to see so many... What?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry. If you want to see an awesome game on Friday and you love watching some hot girls fight some hot demons and daddies
and non-binary people.
And non-binary people as well. All of the things. If you want to see all of the cute and hot things, come watch Friday night, 9 p.m. It'll be your favorite game you'll ever watch any time of the week. Trust me, it is my favorite time of the week.
Thank you so much.
It's not Friday, by the way. It's Unbound Day.
It is Unbound Day.
Thanks. Okay. All right. I'll see y'all Friday. Bye, everybody.